Jesse, may I have a video and mic check, please?
Hello, hello, test, test.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Lou, may I have a video and mic check, please?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. Board member Jan, may I have a video and mic check, please?
Hello. Let's see.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, good.
And then I'm going to promote the other attendees to come on in. So board member Dan and board member Ken, please accept the promotion to panelist. Board member Coker, please do a microphone and video check.
How's that?
That's great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Board member O'Rourke, please do a video and microphone check. Can you do an audio and video? I got your video. Can you do an audio check, please? Mr. O'Rourke.
Yes, audio check.
Yep. Thank you, sir. And if you can mute yourselves until we start the meeting. When we start the meeting, give me a minute and at 4 o'clock, we'll start the meeting. I'll start the recording and then turn it over to you, Jesse. You can turn off your videos until we start. Thank you. Welcome, Chair Cooper. May I have a microphone and video check, please?
Yeah, hi, and I don't know how to do the video check.
Oh, you're on. I see you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
We'll get started.
I can't see me, so that's the weird part.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. I can control it from this side if we need to, but right now you're visible, so we're
Okay.
okay, and we have Mike, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Thank
Okay.
you.
Good evening, Chair Cooper. It is 1 minute after 4 o'clock. If we can get started and call the meeting to order and roll call.
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Carrie, can you do the roll call?
Absolutely. All board members are present. We only have 4.
Okay,
So for you, Chair, next would be to call for approval of the minutes from the last meeting over a year ago.
it's been weird. I don't have a good copy of the agenda. So I
No worries.
get the approval of the minutes for the next meeting. Can we have a motion to do that?
I so move.
Second,
A second.
discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Abstain? Motion is approved. Help me out again.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Chair Cooper. So this is my spot to do an update. We have a new member that hasn't been actually on board with us at a meeting, and of course, we're missing 3 members. We are actively recruiting yet again. I have to thank you board members that are here with us, and sticking it out, even though the board doesn't get to meet. There was a former board member, I loved his coining of the term. He says, if the building division's doing its job, you guys never get to talk. So hopefully that remains true. Again, appreciate your service and being willing to be part of the board. I'd like to introduce who's online with video and audio, our new Assistant Chief Building Official, Lou Kirk. He's here with us, been here now 4 months plus something, I believe.
Something.
And it seems like some days it's been an eternity and some days it's been a week. Lou's a great addition to the team here with the building division here in the city of Santa Rosa. Comes with 35-ish or more years experience in the code enforcement realm, brings a wealth of experience and knowledge to our team. And he's really been a key factor in really firming up and pointing our code team, our great code team, in a wonderful direction. And I bring Lou into the fold here because the likelihood of appeals more often would come from code enforcement. they can certainly come from the building division as well. And just for, our well-being and knowledge of what would happen. Say I made a call on a code interpretation, anyone on the receiving end of that interpretation that didn't agree with it would be able to appeal that determination, that code determination, and they would appeal it to this board. We've been very careful over the last few years since my coming on board in this position to ensure that this board only hears matters that they are supposed to hear, those that are deemed under this code as it's quoted in the city code, meaning the building regulation codes and ordinances. I bring that forward because there had been past instances where this board may have been requested to hear things like zoning matters and interpretations on potential relocation benefits for folks that may be asked to vacate a building due to unhealthy or unsafe conditions. Those are not matters for this board to hear, and we found pathways for those other types of items if they are appealed. So we would simply be living in the building codes primarily if we got an appeal. And one of those building codes is the International Property Maintenance Code that we adopt here locally and amend, which we, thanks to Lou, did a robust amendment suite of that code that was just adopted in its final form last night with City Council. That being said, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know everybody are working professionals and have other things to do. If there are any questions of me or suggestions or anything you might want from myself as the liaison for this board, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm here for you.
Well, the question I would have is, what is, does Lou have a specific role and or certain
He does.
responsibilities, and how does that, kind of wedge with what you do, and have you shed some of the things that you do?
Yes, very much so. So Lou, his title specifically is key. For one, that he is the assistant chief building official. So he is to act in my capacity when I'm not available. And he has two primary functions, one being management of code enforcement, the other primary function being the management of permit services known as the counter, and then all other things that I throw at him with administration of the building division. So he is literally my right-hand man, so to speak.
Right.
So and we were able to bring him on board. Some of you have worked with me in the past in my former position that was the permit intake manager. We eliminated that position and used it along with another position that we inherited when we brought code back to building and created this assistant chief building official position to I think more smoothly serve not only the needs of the department but of the city. So it was quite a joint effort in getting this position created. It didn't exist before here in Santa Rosa, but it's well warranted.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything burning they would like for me to address for the board? If not, we will make it fairly short. I think next on our agenda, Chair Cooper, is we had the discussion, I think the last time we met, and you became chair, if I remember correctly. And we had some discussions with city attorney and city clerk, in that we will continue to be essentially a self-voting, self-appointing chair and co-chair for this board. We did explore the option. Somebody had a great suggestion not too long ago. Too long ago, actually, that we at least set the chair for maybe 2 years at a minimum. But they didn't budge on the city council policy for boards and chairs. So we do need to nominate, vote, and select a new chair or re-elect and a new co-chair this meeting. So that would be in your hands, Chair Cooper, to call for nominations, votes, and otherwise.
All right, let's go ahead and then let's call for nominations for the chairman of this committee.
So can Can Dave serve again then, Jesse?
He can.
So I nominate Dave.
I'm okay with that.
Can you second yourself?
I don't think, I think we do need a second though.
I'll second that.
Okay. Are there any further nominations? Okay, nominations are closed. I guess I'll vote in favor of Dave Cooper to be chairman of the committee.
Aye.
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 Okay, and I can't vote. But now I can. Okay. So now we're up to the second one would be vice chairman of the committee. We're looking for nominations on that. Who's the current vice chair?
Carrie, do you remember?
Thank you. We do not currently have
think
a
we
vice chair.
lost-
They,
I think we
it's
lost
a
our
vacant
vice.
position.
All right, so let's open it up for nominations for a vice chair.
I nominate Ken Coker.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, do we, does that work with you, Ken?
I guess it does.
Are there any further nominations? All right, nominations are now closed. All in favor of Ken Coker as vice chair, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Abstain? Ken Coker is now vice chairman.
Ta-da.
All right, thank you, Chair. Looking at our agenda, the next thing is the opportunity for public comment. So you would call for any public comment, either
Okay.
recorded, Zoom, or in the audience.
Okay. So is there any public comment in the recorded Zoom or in the audience? Is there any audience?
There are two members in the audience. If
Cool.
you would like to comment, just raise your hand. No one is raising hand.
All right. Sounds reasonable. What's next on the agenda, please?
You'll have to close public comment.
Oh, okay.
Public
We'll
comment.
close public comment as no comments are forthcoming on the agenda.
Next on our agenda, Chair, is actually adjournment. And before you call for that, I just want to thank you all again. We have met our minimum requirement for our once annual meeting. As you all will see, we are scheduled quarterly, but they do get canceled if there are no matters to be heard. Again, we have all generally worked together, so please, you know how to get a hold of me, reach out to me. If there are anything that comes up to your knowledge that we should be addressing in this board. So other than that, thank you, Chair.
All right. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I so moved.
Okay. Ken Coker moved to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
Everybody seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. We are adjourned.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, Chair,
Thank you.
Chair and members.
Take care.
See you later. Have a good rest of the
Thank you,
day.
Jesse. Thank you, Lou.
Yeah. Happy
Thanks, everybody.
Thanksgiving.
Same to all of you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye.